with liberty and justice. Okay, well, our last meeting we had was me, Butch, and Jeff.
Which those meetings are on the second page of my minute.
Okay.
Those minutes are on the second page of mine. I just copied and pasted what Jeff sent me.
When it happened, I've slept since then. Okay. Okay, well, we had that, and then we had our last meeting, we had kind of postponed. We were in on our big discussion was to do some stuff there, but I don't know. Have
Do we
a public meeting.
read and approve these? Both of them, since we didn't.
So, yeah, sure. I guess need a motion to approve the minutes for the, that's right here.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from last meeting.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Okay, there you go. Motion carried.
So you guys follow that this is both. This is the December or November. And this is the one they just had a couple people here to do this on me. Okay. And I just attached them like that since it was kind of a called meeting. So I hope that's okay that I attached it like that.
Fine with me.
That's fine, but yeah, that's, I mean, it's just, it's
Well,
just
that's how
record
I'm
of-
gonna upload it on the website, which I'm pulled up. It's just waiting on them to be approved.
make it so.
Got it.
But somebody said that, oh, John Luther Parr said, make it so. So anyway, so really the meeting, I guess, really the business we have in front of us, we need to talk about anything else. Because really, we're not going to have a public meeting, are we? Are we all?
We have to have a meeting this month.
No, a public meeting for the grant.
Ah.
I know that was a big part of our discussion.
Well, what I put in here is how to roll out the grants, and we talked about a lot of different things. But what we finally decided was that we needed to finalize the things like the application, which you did and emailed
the
us.
application. Yeah.
I didn't put it in here that you did that, but I saw that email
Okay.
come through. And that, like Laura
Right.
said, she was gonna work on the press release and the talking points. And we talked a lot about how to do everything, but we tabled it and decided to talk at this meeting on how to do everything. But I do believe we also have to set our meetings for the year. And we have to do officers this meeting, right? Okay, so that's what
Yeah, I just want to get this out of the way because I knew this would be the most of the discussion.
that's fine. That's what
That's
I
fine.
remember
Whatever.
from the last time.
And I just, before you guys get into that too, I spoke with Phil today and there's, Mr. I can't think of his last name.
Oh, it's Chris not
gonna be here
today?
Harvey.
Thank you, Mr. Harvey. Yeah, he's not. He was here this morning and most of the day. So I told him he didn't have to come back because we were just gonna look outside.
But I don't have to put that in the minutes, right? Because he's not a board member, so I don't
Right.
have to put these on here. Okay, I just wanted to double check that. Go.
And so, Matt Harvey purchased the building. It's not in the TIF district. We determined today. So I spoke with Chris Butcher and he said that we can probably, the redevelopment, you guys can probably still offer him a grant, but the money would come out of edit instead of the TIF dollars. It can't come out of the TIF dollars, but you could still offer the grant.
Come out of
If you want
what
to.
is edit?
So it's a economic development income tax.
Okay.
Income tax. And, we get, it's going away, but we get quite a bit of money in that. And that's kind of how we were kind of rushing it through anyways. Through edit.
We're currently getting some that may not get in the future, right?
I
Right,
think in 2028, it's over.
2028.
Yeah.
Okay, so we gotta spend some now.
Sizable.
Trying.
It's a sizable amount of money. But, so I thought, I've been talking to him and I also have had him, Christy from RJL, which is the Economic Development for the county. is gonna call him and try to get him some blighted money with the Lily. So,
She's from where, say that again?
RJL. So, you know, we're helping him kind of in two different ways. And I thought, as soon as I find out for Chris for sure that, you know, he can get some type of money and follow the guidelines, then I'll get him some information. You know, because sometimes if they just come here and pull a building permit or something, I could have maybe Megan flag me. That I know to reach out to them if they're trying to start a business or if they're in the TIF district. And we can get them that way too.
I mean,
Well, you know, as well as
Yeah.
advertising it, but. So that's what we're doing to him.
Good. So then we don't, but what I thought we was gonna have an open meeting. I guess that's,
We tabled
I
the
tabled that. I thought that was a bonus. I kept thinking about that all on the way. Oh, my God. But anyway, okay. So I mean, I'd be for that build that building. I mean,
He's
that
been
was
doing a lot
probably
of
just
good
an
things for
oversight when we put this together. It's not to grab that building. I mean, because when they did, I mean, that building had been inactive for years.
And any amount of money that he can get, he's already put his own money in it, so
You
that
guys
will,
watch the videos,
you know, be like a match for the.
video that he's been posting?
Oh,
Well, I've only watched the very first one when they
Get on
acquired.
Metal Massacre.
really?
It's his
It's-
like YouTube type thing.
Really?
He went through
Okay.
the video, he went through the first time he went through the building, just showing what they've got and talking about different things they want to do in there
Mhm.
and like do an Airbnb upstairs and stuff. But then, I haven't watched the next, there's at least one or two more I
Yeah.
haven't watched yet.
He's been a little, he broke his ankle last
He
year.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The last.
yeah, like pins,
Right,
like I'm
that's
pretty
back
sure
up
there was
to me,
surgery.
And his wife came in,
Yeah.
so that's why I just had Christy call me. But so I'll get all that okayed, and then what will happen if we do take the money out at it? I'll have to take it to the council and get that approved since it's not coming out of you guys.
What email would you have sent that application from? Because I can't find it.
Mayor,
That's what I thought. That's what I
Yeah.
searched for. The last email I have from them talks about the meeting minutes and how we have to post them online.
okay,
And then there's a spending plan from you. And then there was some like stuff from,
okay. Oh,
so do you mind just resending it at some point? So
Yes.
because you had the final application and then, the guidelines, right? Or was
Yeah.
that one in the same? Probably all in one document.
I don't think I have it either.
Yeah.
and so it surely should be on our website. I'll make sure this week that it gets put on there.
Okay.
And then that way everybody will have access to it.
Perfect. Yep. I was just gonna pull that to do the press release. And the talking
I
points.
thought I sent him,
You may have, and I
it
just
may have
can't find
been
it.
historic. Site kind of, you know, everything kind of goes together.
Right, for
Their
sure.
meeting's the day before you guys, so,
Gotcha. No problem. Okay.
I
cool.
didn't get an email,
okay,
because you might not have my email address.
right.
Right.
Maybe I didn't do it,
We have that paper somewhere.
Didn't do what?
send the application.
I saw, as soon as I make sure I've uploaded this, I saw that email come through because I remember thinking, I saw this.
And then when I put the press release and the talking points together, do you want me just to email the group so everybody can see it and edit it and all of the good things?
Yeah, don't wait on it.
Well, I'll send it to y'all first, give you like a
So,
day or
And
two.
then maybe
You're
follow up with a
working on-
text saying,
Yeah, hey
hey,
guys.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
You're working on press
Yeah,
release. and
I'll the
talking-
press release and the talking points, when I get that application and then, who sends the press release to wherever the press release needs to go? Who takes that on?
I probably will put it on all the social media is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Do you want it in the paper too? Does that cost me? Do you know? Okay.
I can't promise it, but I would think so.
Paper, they put everything else in the paper. You gotta keep it paper.
Mhm.
Right.
Not everybody has social media. I do
Yeah.
recognize
Right.
that. So,
Yeah, we don't have social media. We don't have it.
Yeah.
I avoid it.
I understand.
I try to focus on the positives.
Okay, my goal will be to have that all done by tomorrow.
Wow.
can do it.
Another thing, last night was the historic preservation meeting. And, I asked them if they would pick a couple people off their boards. I would meet with a couple of you guys so that we can get the blighted problem started. And
That's what we did, talked about last time, right?
yeah,
Mhm.
and start imposing penalties or just letting the buildings sit empty. We probably won't do much with the buildings that have people in them because our goal is to get the empty buildings. And then, so I think Kevin Collins and Don Hare said they'd be willing. I can't have more than two because then now we've got a majority. And I can't have a majority of any board because then you guys can vote and it's out of, we can't host a meeting like that and it breaks up. So if I had a couple people just on, I was thinking about two from historic, two from this board, and maybe one council member.
We also talked about last time having one from ABR. I don't know if we still want to
Well,
do that or
and
not.
that's a good idea too.
And this is the side committee we're talking about in the minutes, right?
That's what I was just, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's what she's talking about.
Mhm.
So if I have any volunteers,
I'll be happy to volunteer.
Who'd you say was from the historic?
Donna, Aaron, Kevin Collins. You know, I think, part of the concern was they was afraid that historic wouldn't want to ever tear down any building, you know, just because of the value and they're historic and, but I think they, you know, they talked yesterday, like they realized that that may actually happen. And as long as they keep the buildings looking maybe like the apartments or that blended in instead of sticking out like sort of them, they just don't want a whole different, you know, feel that they might be good with.
And what was Donna's last name, please?
Aaron.
Air?
Yeah, I keep driving by those things. Just thinking about what else and all this. Could get ugly.
It's not,
Yeah, I mean, you know, the thing
Gonna be a
about
popular-
those buildings are, they're standing in the way of something better here, probably. Okay, I'm not saying that they're, I mean, you know, the buildings, unfortunately, you know where they're at. They're on the backside of the curve, but you're not gonna be able to come back across it.
and if we don't start doing something, then it's only gonna get worse and it's
Oh, yeah.
never, ever gonna progress, ever. So,
I don't have an email like that anymore. Maybe you did not send it. Maybe I dreamt that you,
okay.
because I don't have it in here.
Okay,
I know we
I
had
have
like
it in
an
my to-do.
initial, like one that you had put together, I think,
okay.
you know, months back.
Okay.
and
Yeah, I
So maybe
see.
that's what.
What was it on the press release?
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, it's the application.
Yeah, look something for me.
No, Kathy was gonna like make it pretty.
Yeah,
Oh,
Make it pretty.
so you said you put it on the website.
Yeah.
That's what you told me.
yeah. And I thought I did that, but it's not on there. So,
Yes, I never got.
yeah, I'll make sure, like, it doesn't have anything but you guys' name.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing that,
Phil,
but that don't mean I see everything.
Right. So like if you would go, like if you would
Put my name
put on
in.
Rockport Historic Preservation, if you double click on it, it has all of their paperwork.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's what I was trying to get done with all of ours and maybe I just do.
Maybe it didn't say. That.
I put it in, right?
Well, I can't put it on there. I have to go to ID to do it. So
You should be able to have a login. Make your own
You
website.
check your.
he gives us limited ability so that. So again,
I mean, yeah,
prudent.
yeah. I get that.
So I'll make sure I do that again and upload all that to him.
Sounds good.
They help.
Did we get a second volunteer?
Send me some.
Does anybody else want to set on that committee? It won't be a council. It'll just be you know, talking it out kind of thing to come up with the paperwork so that everybody involved will be on the same page and wanting the same stuff.
I might do it. I mean,
Okay,
the next door neighbor.
yeah,
Is that a yes, sir?
He's in a
I
minute,
guess.
so it's done.
okay. I'll reach out to ABR.
And see
if they
anybody
want
else
to,
jumping at the bit to get it?
And then I might ask Connie if she will
She will.
sit on it.
Connie.
Fergus. I haven't asked her yet. She was sitting in the audience yesterday and she did not volunteer, but
What about who do you have in mind for ABR?
I don't know. I was just gonna reach out to Amanda and ask if she knew someone that might want to.
Okay.
Or I'm on their little talk back and forth too, so I could just ask if someone wants to sit on it.
Okay.
Can you guys meet in the daytime?
Oh, you're talking about that. No, okay, I was like, no, no. Unless it's like like today, I guess.
I don't know if that's a matter of fact.
Yeah, you can take a long lunch.
Yeah,
We're gonna do this pretty soon.
Yeah, right.
I got 2 more people to get, so,
Because 8th of February, I'll be out of town.
okay,
But after that, I'm in town.
okay.
Be good.
I think Kevin and
Yeah, there's bad as Jeff.
and Donnie could probably meet at any time too.
Okay. Yeah, Donna, yeah, Donna. Give me a phone. Okay.
Okay, good.
All right, now what do we want to do? Now the butch is gone.
Now we can talk about it.
All right, I think I've got those up on the website. I mean, it said it was. See.
Oh, good. Yeah, I didn't send the link to anybody in there. but-
I know, I was like, I looked all over this website. I was like, I can't find the
First
word
I said-
media anywhere.
I can't get it on there, and I was like, it was like self-explanatory.
I was
And
like,
then
there's no word.
I went
login.
by and looked at what I sent, you know,
I'm like, I feel pretty tech savvy and there's no word login.
give anything
There's no
to give me.
media.
That could be, cause see, it's a back door. So.
Yeah. I was like, there's got to be the word login somewhere on this webpage. It was,
I didn't even realize it yet either because I hadn't even tried to upload anything yet. So I was like, I don't know. I'll try to help you tonight.
like,
I'll just get it on there and just feed it to AI and tell it to upload it for you. It'll do it
I got
Siri or maybe.
or whatever. I mean, Copilot's probably about the best for computer coding.
I don't have that. I think I have data with my paper.
So
That was back in the old days.
do we need to just?
So when do we want to, let's talk about our meetings, I guess. Let's get our, on with the business and what we got to do.
Well, do we not? Or when all this stuff, so push,
So she's gonna try to get the press release tomorrow. She can. And then I'll put it on social media and we'll get it to the paper.
okay,
And then see what happens from there.
okay. Well, we had talked about knocking on doors, so I was just making sure we were not doing that.
I know.
Maybe
I
see
think
how,
it's
maybe
good.
see how it
That's
goes.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And like I said, I don't care.
Or
Like
like,
whenever a business like comes in and they're pulling a permit for electricity or something,
I think that makes a lot more
to have
sense.
her say something.
Then
to
just
me so I can
randomly
reach
be
out to
like,
them.
hey,
Yeah.
you wanna fix your crap?
Cause
Here you
Matt was
go.
gonna come to me and I texted him, I said,
We're, who? Oh, Matt.
yeah, I said, let me figure out
It won't last, I guarantee it.
first, you know, how this is gonna go. And then I'll have you, and then.
I think it's fair. That's what I said, so I don't want to say you don't get, that's what I say, you don't want to get jumped by the general public by having a meeting out here when you don't know what the hell you're doing. I mean, all the stuff you're gonna have to deal with this yet. You know, let's get rolling first, and then if we don't feel like we got what we got going on, then we can, you know, stand on a soapbox somewhere somehow.
Right. I mean, I feel like we know several, you know, the 6 businesses that we talked about.
Yeah.
Are probably interested in some money, so we especially probably need to reach out to them only because they've been in those conversations before. So,
So do you, instead of maybe the talking point flyer, would you want like a letter that y'all can send to the businesses?
I thought the talking point was if we were knocking door to door.
Me too, but if we're not knocking.
Yeah,
on
I
the
think a
door, we
letter
want
would
just
be
a
better.
letter. Okay, so I'll do a press
Okay.
release and then
Okay.
just a letter, and then y'all
Yeah.
can look at it, see if you like it.
And then we could just email it to them and.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you only make things so available to people. You can't make them like, oh, she can't make them drink, you know.
That's right.
And because your kids just trying to do that.
And we don't have like a logo or anything for the board, correct?
No,
Okay, but if I send it to you, you could put it on like the city letterhead, that'd be nice. Okay.
if you guys want to come up with a logo. Because
Who's good at that?
Canva.
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 It's a website.
Oh.
Actually, I don't know if you guys have been on Facebook and noticed the new Panther Ryan has been posting on our,
Holding the little out of school sign today was
he
adorable.
made those Panthers on ChatGPT.
It's adorable.
really,
Yes,
Yeah.
like he started it for the flyer for Catholic Schools Week
Mhm.
for next week, cause it's something different. And then, yeah, so
I guess I didn't see it.
It's really cute.
they were, I'm like, I forget, like, I don't even realize the ChatGPT can do, like,
I know.
I will get on there and do stuff on there, but I don't realize the things you can do on there.
I always have Natasha do them.
That's who I was sitting here thinking. I was like, Tasha,
I listen, I text her, I'm like, you make a flyer that goes on Facebook for this, just be like, and 5 minutes later, it's like, is this okay? You're perfect.
I do like Canva though. I use that a lot for my
Yeah.
classroom.
Yeah, I love you.
oh, I did see that.
Isn't it cute?
Yes. Did you see Tasha's the Valentine's Day poster for no governor?
Mm-mm.
I think I saw that.
Great, so we need to do our meetings.
You know, so everywhere.
Yep.
I don't-
It's coming back here.
I don't know,
I think so. He lives up
Yeah.
here.
but that could be easily enough when he's not, like you would, you know what I mean? So are we still in every other month or do we need to meet next month? Are we good with it?
I mean, I think until we get this hired out, we think about every other month for now,
Okay, so
but I think that right now,
Oh, wait.
probably better schedule it for next,
Isn't it cute?
That's so
just
cute.
to make sure that we got it covered. And
what do y'all think we need a meeting next month since,
Well, if you guys want to hold up for a second and see how this pans out for Matt, and then, because then you guys don't have to meet, you just okay. Is that
Okay.
If you guys want.
but how many meetings do you have to have us and do right now?
we don't have to have one.
So I don't have to have a certain amount necessarily. I think typically this board met like quarterly.
It did.
I don't know if you all want to meet more than that, or if you want to do a quarterly schedule, and then if you have, you need to do a grant meeting or something like that, we run it on a special meeting
I
schedule.
think that's good.
If
Let's
something
just do the
happened
quarterly-
outside of that quarterly,
Do the quarterly schedule, and I didn't.
So the next quarter would be April. Yes? Do you need,
No, I mean, it's just. Oh, okay, well, I get it.
A quarterly with special meetings.
Yeah.
If anybody.
and then
comes-
July
For
22nd,
the can. for-
Do we go in April or March?
I went April because this is
After
January.
finish the quarter? Okay.
So this would be the first quarter, right? Or should we do March?
January, February, March. I guess whatever you want to do.
I don't
Whatever.
care. That's why I said I don't want it.
In my head, I'm going March, but that's when we
Yeah.
have to have quarterly, stuff done. But if
Right.
We want to wait till April. That's
That's why I was
Yep.
hesitant about when I said.
Totally fine.
April.
I
Yeah.
think you have to meet in January, so you
Yes.
could be in the.
that makes sense.
I'll have to meet in January.
So April, July, and
October,
So like you said, April 22nd.
April 22nd, July 22nd,
Just
and
keeping the times the same?
yes,
5:30.
October 21st. Our posted meetings, and then we'll, when we need other meetings.
Okay.
Sound good?
April 22nd, the next one was,
July 22nd
First one.
and October 21st.
You know, and now with that, I actually gonna, well, hopefully you'll have to meet one, just
It's
because
October one.
21st.
people will want me.
So do you all want to do an every other month for the applications? So that then you have a set time you can send people to, know that they're gonna come and talk to you all.
And they're gonna do quarterly and then just do a special
Okay.
for application.
Do we want to batch the applications or do we want to meet every time we have one? What do you think?
I think right now we can meet every time they have one coming in, 'cause we have got one. And then we find that it's too busy, then we will. Does that sound good? So we'll
Just gonna play it by ear and see.
Mhm.
something, if we get one, we need to meet on it right away. I agree. Not wait till June.
Unless we find that we're getting 5 or 6, we can batch them and meet all those people at the same time.
Do we anticipate going to get a flood of them?
But I don't
You're gonna say yes?
I don't think you're gonna, I don't think your action is gonna take you got quick,
Mhm.
you know, as far as money to, you know, you want money much, you're gonna have to, it's gonna be. It's not like a 24-hour loan service here.
Right.
So Kathy, you're gonna email that application or you're gonna put it on the website? Which one?
Yes.
Okay.
Either one. You see, I have this new meeting. And if I have anything to do, it comes in this red spot.
What are you gonna do? You're
I'm
trying
gonna make sure it gets on your website
the application
and
and
all the other crap. And I'm gonna also email.
If you just email it quickly, then I can like,
Yes.
do the part I gotta do.
I think you would do great in torture.
Right.
I think you
I'm
do well.
actually getting there. I'll do better now than I would have 2 years. Promise.
let me tell you, when I used to watch The Walking Dead, I said, I will be in the first wave to go. It'll be my time to go. I will sit with Jesus, God willing, and see you all. And pray for all of you while I'm up there, because I am not meant to run it, to fight. I am not a fight and flight. I'm not a fighter. I'm weak.
I'm weak.
I don't like pain.
I just
Exactly.
can't live without Wi-Fi.
If you're weak,
Yeah,
then
like
you
that's
I
gotta
need
fight.
snacks.
Back
I
head,
need
you
snacks.
fight
Well, I
head,
keep
a
telling my husband
bucket
to teach
and,
me
like,
how
yeah.
to shoot a gun. He hadn't done that yet. So
he's a
there's
smart man.
See, 20 years ago, I wanted to fight all day long. Now I'm like,
like, I just cannot, I'm just like, I don't know what to do.
Well, can we talk about it? That's first, If you can't talk about it, then punch that sucker right in the nose. Just say it.
Before I forget, can we go ahead and schedule January's meeting too?
For next year?
Yes. Wow. That way, if we don't get,
And she did, look
look at us just being on top.
January 20th, 2027.
My goodness.
That has to be on there.
5:30. Got it.
Okay.
Thank
Good
you.
girl.
I'll write that one down.
Right. That gives us a little bit of ease at the end of the year. If we don't get the schedule out by the end of the year, we already have that meeting set. Perfect.
And Kathy, you're gonna let Phil and I know when you talk with the other participants in this little side committee, and you're gonna text us or whatever, or
do you
call
guys
us.
check your emails?
I do a text a whole lot quicker.
Okay. Okay,
And I check the emails like once a week.
okay. Okay.
I check mine every day, but I sometimes I'll see something and I think I'll go back to it. Never do. I'm sad about it.
I never
Oh,
went.
if it ain't-
got this done.
If it all, it's
Now I
my favorite,
have
it's
to.
in my other,
No,
or junk mail, guess what?
Eh,
It don't get read.
no, this is too many squirrel.
eh,
It's too
Yeah.
many squirrel.
So I'm very good at text. I'll get back with you.
I don't care about that phone at all. I'd let the phone sit in the other room.
All my emails come to my phone.
I'd go to the phone, but
I have to
that
do
go off.
I don't.
What
All
else
right,
are
we got our
we
meeting
supposed to do?
scheduled now. I
Yeah.
guess the biggest thing is, or not the biggest thing, but I guess the thing, Jessica, all nice, is the election of office.
Oh, okay.
I make a motion, we get Jessica to be president.
I'll second that motion.
That means I don't have to write notes anymore. I'll do it. I do not like this job.
You guys want me to do that now?
Well, I would say if I'm gonna be forced to do something,
I mean, what do I have to do as president? Make sure everybody knows there's a meeting?
Just notice then, but.
I would be fine with that if I didn't have to do these minutes.
Lead the pledge and say,
That's you.
and, I'll do that.
You're gonna lead the
Sure.
pledge?
that's your position.
I'll do that. I love doing the pledge.
So I'll make.
I'm very patriotic.
We elect Jessica as president of whatever
Redevelopment.
redevelopment.
I'll second. Or third, or.
I'll close my eyes if nobody wants to vote for me.
All in favor?
I,
Aye.
Okay, it's unanimous.
Okay, do we have a vice president?
I think so. Do we?
Bill, you wanna be vice president
Bill,
or Butch? Either one of you?
I make a motion for Phil to be vice pres.
I'll second.
All in favor?
I,
Aye.
I'll just talk about it.
We need a secretary. I make a motion for Emily to be that.
Okay.
I'll second that motion.
Okay.
Thanks.
I'm pledge person, that would be.
I'll be more than happy.
Is that a title? Which person are we creating this
I think
position?
you
I'm
just created,
creating this
I think you
position.
just, the president just created it. and you
Listen.
seconded it.
We can't have Jeff do anything because he's never here.
Sure.
Right.
He's got a life.
I'm very patriotic.
Hey now, lady.
We're not in it.
Well,
I got a life too.
I-
And
Who
says
seconded
the one
it?
that wanted to stay home in the
You-
recliner. I was like, oh, what is
I can-
it?
Laura, we can't have you do anything, right? Because you're school board.
Right, he's Brian.
I know, I don't even think I'm supposed to say aye when I vote, but I
Good.
can't help it, just have it. Just ignore me.
I'm sure our audience out
I
there.
don't think there was any decisive votes that come up yet.
They did re-elect me to this role from the school board.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, good.
We
Sweet,
did that
good
last
deal.
week.
How do you like the school board?
I love it.
Good.
So I
I'm
guess
now
with
the
you,
something.
you need to share your login with her.
I think I'm the vice president. or something.
Share your what?
Log in.
I thought all I was just
You have to.
You have to take notes. You have
It's like an email.
teach me your ways, Jessica.
It's a drag and drop.
to, now, are
Do
you,
it all day long.
are you a Google Doc person?
No,
Are you a Word?
yeah.
Then you can do Word too.
Word is fine. You just have to create a PDF.
Or
of it,
PDF,
That's what I
yeah.
do.
Yeah.
I just have this form
Mhm.
in Google Docs. And I was gonna share that
Oh,
form with you. Because all I do is I read, like
Just,
but you don't have to do that. I mean, that's just, I live in Google Doc world as a teacher.
I mean, she can open it anywhere.
can you, as I
It
say,
makes
can
it a
you
little
not
odd.
share a Google
Yeah.
Doc as some other file? Or
Yeah,
can you
Doc
just?
See,
Yeah.
I live in Excel,
Try- Yeah,
so everything I do
yes.
is in Excel.
Well, I'm Excel,
I
yes.
even type all my mini.
It's just so much
Because
easier to
everything's on-
share
yeah.
things between
It is.
with
Yeah, because
It
they
is.
on the docket.
I use Excel a lot at the office. I do.
I'm just old school and
Mm-hmm.
I'll send you that stuff.
Thank you.
Cause you won't need it to me.
then it kind of does work the same exact way almost.
Mhm. We have
What,
3
Google
officers so
or
far.
the new Microsoft 360 deal or whatever. Is that what you're talking about?
Excel.
Yeah.
They all-
It's just, it does. There's just little things with
Little things.
Google, but the Microsoft 3,
Microsoft.
everybody's gotta pay for Microsoft when it's Google.
Yes,
So that's where I live in the Google world as a teacher.
Right.
So
So we have 3 officers elected.
Yep.
And
we have
are there
4.
more?
and a
For you,
We have 4,
sir.
the pleasure.
Oh, okay.
It's in the minutes.
It's so written.
Really?
What was it?
Are
What
you
was it?
serious?
What was the guy that wrote in the book and that said made it so? What was that? What was that?
I don't,
I'm more than happy. That's a small contribution to this endeavor.
well, and
We
you're
appreciate
also
it.
taking on being the person that goes.
Yes,
The other
you have, you're of the
I
other.
really want to do that.
That's
This
great.
is near and dear to my heart, the way this city looks and the way it's been let go. And we've got a lot of residents that have let their properties go and they've accumulated lots and lots of stuff. And it's become an eyesore and it's really getting under my skin. And so, yeah, anybody wants to talk about that, I'm ready.
Don't talk about people with Christmas lights still on, because I have mine on because they make me happy. and
Christmas
it's ready to
lights.
Snow.
Christmas lights are beautiful. I love Christmas.
Right, I do too. And a
I
lot
love
of
Christmas.
all my
I'm
stuff.
big too.
Christmas stuff.
My-
Because
we
you know what? It's my house and I do what I want. But now that it's gonna snow, I'm so
We
excited.
took our outside stuff because
Snow and
outside,
Christmas.
Brian, I really appreciate you doing this outside stuff, but at the end of the day, he won't tack down the nativity, so it falls over all the time. The Christmas lights look like a sagging sock because they were falling down the column. I'm like, trash house.
We gonna do it. We gonna do it right,
Well,
right?
I'm not
You're
even
on
gonna put
Butch's
Christmas on
list.
our.
South
stage next
6th
year.
Street
Every
white
time I went
trash.
out there, everything was
The-
dead on the ground.
The wind was horrendous this year.
It was
Yeah,
horrible.
that's
It was
another
just
reason
bad.
mine's
It
still
would come
up.
down and break down.
It blew our
It
stuff
has.
all
And I just
over the
have a
yard.
little bit around my porch.
So I put the
That's
Christmas
it.
tree in here next year and I'm not
Yeah.
gonna, yeah.
And we tied the tree. The wind
We
broke
did
the
tie
ties.
I love this, put the few lights, hanging lights. It's beautiful. It's Christmas.
Right?
But the other stuff, I'm with you.
Let me tell you, I
I
went to
limited
Ohio
my
this
outdoor
weekend
stuff
just
this
to
year.
visit some friends to get away for a couple days. And you would not believe how many people still had Christmas lights shining bright.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's nothing around there. I mean, it was everywhere. I'm like, they're like, yeah, a lot of people still.
Go to the other end of Main Street, baby. There's still a house down there. Real classy place.
It just turned into Easter lights, right?
Well, mine are multicolored, so. yeah.
Well, I'm just saying the sagging sock lights had to come off my car.
What about the house on Williamson and Lincoln and all their deck? I love it. I love seeing life there.
Which,
What would you?
I love with the little boy.
I know.
I love that.
And then when they had the turkey and the little
Yes.
boy putting the thing in,
Yes.
there's life on the, it just makes me so
I love their
happy.
fins. I love.
Did you not ever see their tree they had up? They had one of those LED trees and it did all the
Yes,
things.
that has been my favorite house from when I was
So
little bitty.
it's at, remember where
Love
the
it.
three-way stop used to be on Lincoln?
The one on the hill.
Yeah, yeah, all right.
The little
Jessica and I both go.
They've really cleaned that up.
Oh, doesn't it look
Nice.
nice?
The new owners have really put it in there. I love it.
That house from the time I was a teeny tiny.
Oh, no, it's been a historic building for around here
Have you seen
and it
it?
was let go forever,
I hope they're redecorating,
but I like it.
Yeah, it needs some.
It looks really good from the road.
but I mean, that's a really neat
That's it.
place.
I would hate to mow that yard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They took a lot of trees.
Well,
down.
it started with Halloween too. You know, they had those lights outside that change colors.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. They make me so happy.
Christmas or Halloween.
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 Yeah, it was right before like,
All right.
ABR does that, correct?
Did you all have
Do
anything
they
else?
give the presentations
Making sure I
first?
didn't miss
No,
anything.
the city
You'll
does.
finish
the-
the election
for
of
Christmas,
officers,
yeah,
right?
it's the
Finished.
newspaper.
We're completely
Oh,
finished.
okay.
Well, the city
Okay.
gets some and the
Where is
newspaper
it?
gets some.
I thought it was ABR. I didn't know.
Yep.
I've been on.
Doing what we do best.
I just wanted to make sure I hadn't missed something.
I don't think we did, because I just remember in my head thinking we have to do officers, we have to do meetings, and then other than that,
That was it. That else is.
We already talked about the press release. That's squared away. And the application, I mean,
Okay.
that's a done deal, correct?
I'll make a motion, say we adjourn.
Also count.
All ye in favor?
Hey.
Okay.
Ye-